For decades, people believed aliens would look monstrous, cold, mechanical, inhuman. Some of the most unsettling encounters describe something else entirely. Beings that look almost perfectly human. Tall, beautiful, pale skin, blonde hair, piercing blue eyes. And according to witnesses, they don't always speak with their words. They speak directly into your mind. Tonight, we're diving into one of the strangest and most controversial corners of UFO lore, the Pleiadians, also called Nordic Aliens. Some say they're humanity's cosmic guardians. Others believe they're deceptive, spiritual entities wearing a comforting face. And some researchers believe their story may trace all the way back to Genesis itself. Welcome back to Cryptid Coffee, where the coffee's hot and the encounters are unsettling. I'm Justin here tonight with my co-host Nick.
What's going on, buddy?
And tonight we're stepping into territory where UFO lore, ancient mythology, biblical theories, modern abduction accounts all begin to overlap. Because the deeper you go into the Nordic alien phenomena, the stranger it gets, Nick.
I bet it does. I bet it does. I've been looking forward to talking about this.
Oh, yeah. So how are you? How was your weekend? Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. It was a busy weekend. Glad to finally get in the studio. We've been trying to get in here a couple of days, and the world's just trying to keep us apart.
Life keeps lifing, bro.
Yeah, you had a wedding you went to this weekend.
I had a wedding, and that almost got me as well, because I got about halfway there and realized I didn't grab my suitcase.
Oh.
But I did grab my outfit.
Okay. That's all you needed.
Yeah, that's all I needed.
Wear the clothes that you're wearing up there, change, and then change back into the clothes you had on, and then go home.
That's right, but there was a problem.
What was the problem?
The problem was I was wearing athletic wear up there.
Oh, no.
And it's those shorts with the built-in, undergarment.
Oh, like swim shorts.
Like basically swim trunks.
Gotcha.
So I was
You
wearing
didn't have underwear?
I did not have underwear. So that was a thing.
You were free
balling.
Free balling. Did you get some underwear?
No, I didn't. I just went for it.
Go for it, dude.
Sometimes you just got to go for it.
It do be hot down here.
It
was hot this weekend.
It was hot this weekend.
It was hot.
And we were at the beach, basically, so.
Oh, it was a beach wedding?
Yeah, it was coastal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I worked a lot of weddings at beaches, and it was awful. I hate the beach.
You had some swampy undergarments yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, I was a little swamp creature myself.
Yeah, all right.
A little skunk ape.
All right, well, let's get serious.
Let's get serious.
What UFOologists say about Pleiadians?
Okay, yeah, tell me.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
According to UFO researchers and contactee lore, Pleiadians are humanoid extraterrestrials supposedly originating from the Pleiades star cluster.
I thought I've heard of that.
Yeah. Witnesses consistently describe them as tall and human-looking, blonde or white-haired, pale skin, bright blue eyes, calm, almost supernatural presence, and they have telepathic abilities, apparently.
Sounds like me in the winter.
But yeah, apparently they look like Thor, is what it sounds like. Tall, beautiful people.
Tall, beautiful people. So what's their purpose here?
Well, many New Age researchers describe them as spiritually advanced beings trying to guide humanity toward enlightenment and peace.
Okay.
The older UFO researchers noticed something strange. These beings didn't just resemble humans, they resembled idealized humans.
Like the master race? Like what Hitler was going after?
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe. And that's why we don't like it, probably.
Probably.
We don't like Hitler.
No.
Let's get that straight.
Let's get that
we
Let's
do
get that
not
straight.
like Hitler.
We do not. We condone everything. Or we do not condone. I don't understand which way it goes. What's the correct way to say it? That we do not like what he did.
We don't like what he did.
We
we'll
do
just
not
stay with that.
condone it. Yeah.
We shouldn't use words that we don't understand.
No. We totally don't agree with it. But, okay, so
Okay.
They're tall, they're white, they're blonde, they're blue-eyed.
Yep.
And they're here on a good mission?
Well, that's what we don't know. So, the Nordic alien archetype became extremely popular during the 1950s contactee movement. That was the era when people began to claim they weren't just seeing UFOs, they were meeting their occupants face to face. So, a little history, an encounter. This was George Adamski, if I'm saying that properly.
Yeah.
One of the biggest names connected to the Nordic aliens was a man named George Adamski. Adamski claimed that in 1952 he met a human-looking being from Venus in the California desert. The being was named Orthon. Adamski described him as tall, athletic, long blonde hair, deep blue eyes, completely human in appearance, Chris Hemsworth and Thor. According to Adamski, Orthon communicated telepathically and warned humanity about nuclear destruction and spiritual corruption. Adamski later claimed these space brothers had been influencing humanity for centuries, even suggesting that spiritual figures throughout history may have been connected to them.
So this was from the 50s, right?
Yeah, this is from the 50s.
Did you run across where Eisenhower may have met with a Nordic alien?
That's right. I don't remember what it was called, but yeah, supposedly, like they said, he had a dental thing going on.
Yeah, like a dentist appointment, but he was actually going to meet with this Nordic tall white alien, which I think are in with our government. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, so all of a sudden he had to go to the dentist when he had, I think, a public speaking event he was about to do. And then he just jetted to go get some dental work done. But he was gone a while.
He was.
I think he made a deal with some aliens.
I think so, too. I think there's been some kind of contract between us and them. And just to kind of go off with their spacecraft, I think they're helping us, like, reverse engineer the spacecraft, too. They have to be. They
have to be. And all this, I mean, all of the disclosure that's happening right now that everyone's ignoring is talking about this reverse technology space program.
Yep. And there's non-celestial officers. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, so in these UFO files that were, leaked out or whatever, or declassified, there's non-terrestrial officers on this, like, military manifest of people who are in our military. So is that they're not on the planet and they're from here, or are they from another planet and they're here?
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We got a pretty good hunch.
Yeah, we got some hunches here. And we're going to get into that. But going back to Adamski.
Yes, Adamski.
It starts to sound a little religious stuff kind of starts sneaking in there with, just some theories. And this is where the UFO topic takes a hard turn into something ancient. Because many researchers began noticing similarities between alien encounters, angelic visitations, fairy folklore, sleep paralysis, demonic oppression, and biblical supernatural events.
Yes.
The further back you go in history, the more stories start sounding familiar.
So would you say, I would think that angel visits are probably different than aliens, but maybe they're somewhat similar in the fact of what happens during and after? Because I don't think, like, aliens are what visited, like, Mary and all that.
No, not at all.
But I think that they could also pretend or...
we could say they're extraterrestrial in nature because that's just what the definition means. But, yeah, they're not gray aliens or anything like that.
Yeah, because they almost kind of look like what I would think angels look like, the tall whites, right?
Well, if we're talking about... And the tall whites are actually a little different than the Nordics. I used to think they're the same.
Well, what's the difference?
The Nordics are hotter.
Temperature-wise or how they look?
Like, how they look.
Oh, okay.
Tall whites seem to be a little bit more, gangly. Just
not very appealing,
just skinnier, but they still live a really long time.
So they're like elves?
They're basically elves, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like elves.
And they've been here for a long time, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Or around a long time.
Right. Isn't there, like, some kind of theory that they live, like, at the North Pole or something? Or...
Oh, Antarctica.
Antarctica. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that whole thing with the guy that was the general. I can't remember his name right now.
The guy who was a general.
The guy that was a general. I don't know what he was, but he led some,
Oh, you talking about Byrd?
Yes.
Admiral Byrd?
Admiral Byrd.
Oh,
You probably
okay.
know better than I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did the, it was like in the late 40s after World War II. They like went down there to see if the Nazis were hanging out in Antarctica, and they took a whole daggum armada down there, and they got destroyed. And then they came back, like ships were missing and everything else, and they were like, yeah, we're not messing with Antarctica anymore. But what's crazy about Antarctica, too, is that the whole world can't agree on anything, but they can all agree to meet on Antarctica and all research together and do whatever.
Yeah,
like it makes no sense.
I guess no one knows about it.
I think that's where the aliens are.
In Antarctica, under the ice.
Yeah, there's pyramids and stuff.
Yeah, there's yeah, and no one can go there.
No, it's totally restricted.
Yeah, why is it restricted?
Because of aliens.
Because of aliens.
They're there.
Absolutely.
Or the Nazis, and they just don't want to admit that they lost. That the Nazis really aren't gone.
They would be defeated and still wouldn't admit they lost because they're bad people.
Well, you know,
bad people.
That's just another episode.
That's another episode, and we'll get into that on another one. All right, so let's get into the Genesis connection, the seed war theory.
Okay.
Now, this section moves heavily into debated territory, but it's one of the biggest theories in paranormal and, I guess, some UFO research. Some researchers believe the UFO phenomenon may connect to stuff like Genesis 6, the mysterious passage describing the sons of God taking human women and producing Nephilim. One of our favorite topics.
Oh yes, and we're going to get into it one day.
We are. Maybe a little bit on this, but according to this interpretation, fallen beings corrupted humanity before the flood. Genetic corruption became part of a spiritual war, and the goal was to damage or contaminate the human bloodline. Theories, sometimes called the seed war. The idea comes partly from Genesis 3:15, where God tells the serpent, "I will put enmity between your seed and her seed." Some researchers believe this implies a supernatural conflict involving humanity itself, not just spiritually, but physically. Modern paranormal researchers sometimes connect this theory to alien hybridization accounts, which is scary to think of. Scary to think of. So the hybrid program theory, one of the most disturbing themes in alien abduction stories is that hybrid programs. Across decades of reports, abductees have claimed medical examinations, genetic extraction, reproductive procedures, encounters with, part human entities during these abductions. Some abductees claim the beings told that humanity was being upgraded or altered genetically. Others believe something darker was happening. Researchers like David Jacobs argued many abduction reports involving hybrid beings, that they looked almost human. Not entirely. There were stages, basically. And strangely enough, in descriptions, sometimes begin sounding very similar to Nordic archetypes. But I don't think that's necessarily the same thing.
Well, I mean, it could... the Anunnaki were the same thing. The whole Sumerian history of the Anunnaki, the gods that came from the sky and came down, and they advanced technology and enhanced us human beings genetically, and then they were like, we're off, we're gone, and we'll come back. I think aliens are all in on the seed war, DNA war. I think they're always trying to do that, trying to figure out who we are, make better versions of us or different versions of us.
So, and I know we're going into hybrid talk, and I've been reading Walking Among Us by David Jacobs. Or David Jacobs, I got it right, okay.
Either way.
And it's mostly involving not Nordics, though. So now we're diverting from Nordics, and we're going into gray alien territory, because this is what happens when we talk about aliens. We can't stay on the same thing, because there's so many factions of it.
Yeah, and they're all, I don't think they're all connected, but they all are in a big club that we don't know anything about yet, officially.
And I think if there's a darker tie-in when it comes to these aliens and hybrid programs, the Greys are the problem. Those little, they're bastards.
I wouldn't want to run into them at all. I wouldn't want to run into any of these things, but gray aliens, they just seem like they're soulless or they're robotic.
Yeah, they're very stoic. I think if I saw a gray alien, well, I don't know what I would do. I'd probably freeze it first, but then I'd kick it straight in the face.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd shoot it. Definitely.
Shooting was probably a better choice.
I would shoot it and then check it out later.
Yeah, right in his big bulbous head.
So here's the thing I want to ask you. Do you think, like, it's a suit? Like, do you think the gray aliens are, like, wearing some kind of a suit? Like, nothing can have, like, black eyes that just stay open. Like, do you think there's something underneath that?
I think sometimes they could be wearing either something over their eyes, because they are described, like 3.5 feet tall, bulbous head, big, dark, almond-shaped eyes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think there could be something on the head.
Yeah, like a helmet or a mask or something.
Not the whole bodysuit or anything like that, but maybe something on the head or at least the eyes.
Yeah. Like, have you ever seen Fire in the Sky?
Yes.
Okay.
Terrifying
movie. But that's what I think, like, the aliens look like underneath. Like, the way that he described them, Travis Walton, like, they don't have the big black eyes, but they're, like, the same height and dimensions.
Yeah, that's right. They didn't look the same in that
no,
film.
They were a little different, and that I think that was his what he saw.
Yeah.
And so, like, maybe, like, Gray's, they're in some kind of a suit or something, and then maybe they take it off. I don't know. Or maybe that's just how they are. Maybe that's how the good Lord made them.
I don't know if the good Lord made them things.
Yeah, and then I take that back. Maybe God didn't make those things. Something made those things.
Maybe fallen things.
Fallen things.
And that ties me back to the Nordics. Now we're going back.
See, we just weave and we wob, and we get back to where we're at.
And we're tied back.
Back in.
So another theory about these Nordic, aliens, they're described very beautiful, godly-like. Maybe they're the fallen ones.
Like the
from
Watchers?
the Bible.
Or
Similar to the Watchers, yes.
Okay.
Basically the Watchers, but maybe the ones that there's that whole scripture about the dragon bringing down a third of the stars with it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So maybe a theory could be is that's them. I mean, they're described as beautiful. Angels were always described as beautiful, whether they're fallen or not.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe these could be a faction.
Could be.
And we get it, people. Conjecture. We're just riffing here.
Yep. This is just
Don't take it seriously.
Just our opinion.
Don't take it seriously.
It's okay. It's just a joke.
Just jokes, people. But no, the theory is cool, because what if that's the case and the gray aliens are out here doing these hybrid programs, and they're trying to, if we're talking about the Seed War, trying to get a birthright, as Timothy Alberino would say, back to planet Earth.
To be here.
To be here. Because right now, if according to, biblical narrative, we have the right to Earth. And we have the birthright and right to be here. So
and we're God's favorite.
So if fallen ones are trying to weave their way back into it, the only way they could do it is by making themselves more human.
Right. Which I think there's a bunch of them in our government.
Dude, there could be.
Oh, 100%. I think, and I'll get into it on my side, but I think that they're making themselves look more like us so that they can infiltrate and try to weasel their way in to take over.
Absolutely. And what's interesting about the hybrid programs are abductions in general when it comes to like grays and what people are seeing. It seems to be like a bloodline to an extent, because it'll be families, like generational abductions. Who knows what they're up to?
Up to some weird stuff. But yeah, abductees, like their children and their children's children end up still being abducted too.
Yeah, it's generational.
So they're keeping up with their DNA and how and their genetics, and probably had something to do with them being here in some way, shape, or form. What if they're? Are they? You think they're like star children? You've heard of them?
No.
Like star children are human beings that, I don't know, their mom was like taken up on a ship and impregnated, and then they.
So those would be hybrid children.
Those would be hybrid children.
Okay.
And abduction theories or stories, people have said like where they've been abducted and like the sexual things have happened to them. Like they get abducted again, and then they actually see the children that they created, and they're like, playing on the ship and doing stuff. And
and
it's crazy.
And honestly, people that scoff at this, it drives me nuts.
Yeah,
because there are thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of accounts, and it's been corroborated. Mm-hmm. This is the same type of evidence we have for our own history that we read in books.
Oh, yes.
So if you're going to start taking stuff seriously, like, ancient history and believe all that we can't necessarily always prove except by corroboration and witnesses, then why won't you take this seriously?
Yeah, for real.
Good Lord.
I know. There's enough evidence to clearly say, oh, it's not just gas, or it's not just like someone having an episode. Like these stories are consistent down to like minute details of people who have never met, and they all say pretty much the same thing. I have never been abducted. I hope I never am.
You don't know that.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know either.
If they take me, and do stuff to me, that's fine, but just don't let me know about it. Keep me in the dark.
I can understand that. Sorry, I had to take a sip.
You know who else was really into genetics was Jeffrey Epstein. Have you been keeping up with that too?
No, I have not. Not since the old death.
Yeah, the new stuff coming out, the people who worked for him, or who were victims of him, talked about how there would be babies being born and they would just take the babies away, and that they were always talking about making a master race, or the best genetic makeup, and they had baby farms, dude.
Is it possible Jeffrey Epstein is tied to gray alien abduction?
Could be, or that our government is involved with the aliens and making a contract. Maybe that's what Eisenhower meeting with the Nordic was all about. Hey,
we don't know.
We'll give you our people to do whatever you want with if you do this for us.
Give us a little tech.
Yeah, or not kill us, or not destroy us.
And wasn't it crazy how technology just all of a sudden started exploding in the 1950s? A computer was literally the size of a room.
Velcro was invented.
Was that a big deal?
Yeah. It came out in 48 or 49. Velcro, microchips, television.
Lasers. I don't know if that was 1950s, but lasers came afterwards.
They came afterwards.
Pretty sure.
There was a huge leap. I mean, if you really look at where we were in the 1940s after World War II, we had airplanes with propellers.
Yeah.
We had radio that worked okay. Cars were around, but then right after World War II and Roswell, 47, it was just a big old boom. We got GPS. We were going into space. We had Velcro.
Velcro again, and that matters.
And that matters. Where did Velcro come from? It had to have been on the alien's uniform or something.
That's what it is.
I think so.
It's the alien uniforms.
Yeah. Or that's what the ship was held together by.
Yeah.
Because, we can go to the moon in a tin can and not feel any kind of radiation whatsoever. So I think Velcro.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden we just break sound barriers. We're just jetting around to the moon in tin cans, like you said.
Yeah.
And get this, people. If you don't know this, listen to this when it comes to the moon landing. Apparently, we forgot how to do it.
We did. We forgot.
And that's an official statement.
We lost all the technology. We lost all the data to help us get back.
We got more advanced during this time where we lost this, but we still can't. Can't do it.
Can't go back.
Can't do it. We don't know what's on the dark side.
We have no idea.
Actually, we do. Because the Celestial.
Yes, the Clementine mission in 94.
Yeah, the Clementine mission in 94. And they were saying some weird stuff.
There's insane stuff on there. And that's where I think if the Greys were going to be anywhere, they were going to be on the moon.
Yeah, it's like the Death Star up there. They're just parked up there.
And it's rusting. Did you know that?
The moon is rusting?
The moon is rusting. There's iron out the wazoo on the moon, and it's from rust.
Huh. Which makes it the Death Star.
Yes.
There it is.
It looks like the Death Star that's been abandoned for millions of years. There's just dust everywhere. But no, there's ships on there. There's manufacturing. There's...
Watching that movie.
Yeah.
At first, when I started watching it and you sent it to me, I was like, is this going to be a good one? Because sometimes I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a random one, but no, it's good.
And it started off a little shaky, but we kept going.
You know what's crazy? It's not on YouTube. You can't find it anywhere. It's on BitChute. That's the only place you can find it.
Yeah.
And that's because it's legit.
Yeah, I mean, you can't, some of the stuff you can't obviously tell. I mean, you can only zoom in so much. Mm-hmm. But there are weird shapes and objects all over the moon. All over it.
All over it.
All over it. And it's just glowing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's big old balls of energy that could be, I don't know, an energy source, or I thought it was a dome. Like a biodome.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Oh yeah, and I think the Nords, Pleiadians, tall whites, grays, I think they all know each other and they all work together. Too. And I think they're on the moon too. And I don't know. I used to be in the camp of, I don't think we ever went, but I think we did go, but I don't think we went in what we say we went in. Like, I think we used reverse technology and went up there.
I think we could be doing that now.
I think we are. I think we're already on the moon. I think we're already on Mars. I mean, everything that...
We could be everywhere.
We could. We could be on Venus. We could be on Uranus.
Yeah.
We could be...
And everybody wants to be there.
Everybody wants to be in Uranus.
Yep. We're going to move past that.
We're going to move right past that. Have you ever heard any stories of like tall whites or any of them like being in ships, or do they just appear?
Yeah, so the story, it's kind of the biggest story, at least I've ever seen, on the tall whites, which I don't know if them and the Nordics are the same or related or anything like that, but they have a similar look to them. But Charles Hall, who worked for the government, said that they had a few different types of crafts, I think, but the one he said that he saw looked like an egg. And I've heard that before.
I've heard egg shapes.
I've heard egg shape, acorn shape, tic-tac shaped. And he said basically what they caught on the thermal or whatever that auto-locking camera they had in the government, they released that tic-tac video, that's what that was. It was a scout ship for the tall whites, according to him.
I think it's like an LAR. It's like their infrared targeting system that it catches them on.
And it gets me, some people will look at that and they're like, that's nothing. I'm like, are you kidding me?
You kidding me? Like, that is moving so fast, and the jet is trying to keep up with it.
And losing it.
Every time. Having to zoom in closer to it. And it's like moving insanely fast and like can just move in a direction without, like, it would kill you.
It just pops.
Yeah.
It's like it pops when it moves.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
So they're riding around in the Tic Tacs, you think?
Yep, or egg-shaped type devices. He claimed that they could literally go, I don't remember the exact amount, I'm going to butcher it, but thousands, like, let's say like 100,000 miles per second.
What?
Fast, like that fast.
Damn.
Like, he claimed that they lived, I think he said, like 36 light years away from, or 36 light years away from us.
Okay.
And even with how fast they're moving, it would still take them a few months to get here.
Really?
From their star system, yeah.
So they haven't figured out, like, time warp kind of stuff.
Yeah, and that's talking about tall whites, which he claims they have the best tech, which would make sense somewhat. And he said they live hundreds and hundreds of years, and their stages to how they grow, like they all of a sudden hit big growth spurts after 100 years and stuff. I don't know if they are the same thing as a Nordic alien, because those sound a little bit more handsome from what I've read. And I don't know if they work with the gray aliens, if that's a thing. I know this sounds crazy, everyone. Together? I know they're aware of them if they are real.
Are they seen together?
I've never heard of an account where they're seen together. What I have heard that you've seen together with gray aliens is the insectolans, the mantis people, and apparently they're the ones above the grays. Usually when you hear of an abduction story and you hear about what David Jacobs calls an insectolan, they're usually older. Everything's telepathic on the ship, it seems like, but they have the grays working under them. And then there's like a 5 to 6 foot gray, and then there's like the 3.5 footers. So there's a few. There's different an in between. Yeah, there's a few different levels of the grays. And sometimes on those ships, Pokemon, they see one more type, reptilians. And that's a fun one. That
is a fun one. Reptilians are terrifying.
And apparently they are intimidating, according to the abductees. They're just meaner. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I mean, they're reptiles.
I mean, you got a snake-like head. You might just come off meaner, but...
Right. Who else is associated with snakes?
The dragon himself.
The devil.
The devil.
Yeah. Which is exactly what they are.
So what if, in theory, and this is not a theory other people haven't thought of already, but there's this great deception coming. What's that the blue?
Oh, Project Bluebeam?
Is that where supposedly we're going to get told that aliens are coming and then we have somebody coming to save us or something like that?
Oh, I don't know what that... I know Project Bluebeam is like where they put like UFOs in the sky like a hologram.
Oh, yeah, they were going to project stuff.
It, yeah, that aliens were coming. Which, I mean, I think they do that now. I think
they're kind of doing it now.
Yeah.
I mean, disclosure's starting. No one here listens to it, but disclosure is starting.
Oh, yeah.
And Steven Spielberg has a movie, Disclosure, coming out.
Of course he does.
Just in time, right?
Just in time.
Just in time.
He already knew.
He knows.
He's in.
He's in it.
He's in the Epstein files.
Is he?
Yes, he is. He's never mind.
Well,
we don't want to get banned before we get started.
Let's get started without getting banned. That would be great.
That would be great. But yeah, no.
But what if I guess these gray aliens are doing these hybrid programs? The Nordics are aware of it, and if we're tying it back into fallen, angel, fallen sons of God territory,
That's right up their alley.
Then maybe they're aware of it. They're going to let these little grays carry out what they're doing, and maybe they're a part of it a little bit. Who knows? But they're going to come and pose as saviors and stop the grays, stop the hybrid program. That's happening.
The scary part. That's like where the Antichrist comes from, right? As a savior.
Yeah, and they would be like, these saviors coming in, and that's the great deception. All of a sudden, we think they're the answer because they're saving us. When in reality, we gotta bring it back to Jesus, baby.
We do.
That's right.
We do, because the Great Deception is definitely coming, and I think it has to do with aliens, because really that would just shatter people's whole mindset, especially like older people like my parents, because they were just told that aliens don't exist, but then all of a sudden these aliens come out of nowhere and they're here to save us. And
yeah, and my parents have gotten better. That's probably because I don't leave them alone about stuff like this, but I try to break their brains, and I've not gotten there yet. I'm trying to get them there.
Yeah, I tried.
But I mean, I've got friends, like a lot of Christian people. I'm just going to be honest, and I'm not trying to offend anybody. We're Christians here. But when you bring up an alien, their brain shuts off.
Oh, yeah. They don't want to talk about it.
You can tell physically they want to roll their eyes just from the body language. They don't want to talk about it. For some reason, it's taken away, I guess, in their minds from what they believe. But why?
Yeah.
Why? We weren't told everything.
No, we weren't. I mean, God created everything. So God could create aliens. He can still be supreme being that creates everything. And yeah.
Yeah, we just don't know everything.
We don't.
And we're supposed to look for it. We're supposed to find out.
And we're supposed to be on our guard. So with aliens, like, they could be biologically something that is out in the universe that has found its way to us, or it could be demons, or it could be...
Yeah, some people think it's demons, J.D. Vance, but...
Yeah.
And see, even J.D. Vance is out here talking about it.
Everybody's talking about it because it's coming. Like
it's coming.
In the next 10 years, 100%, people are going to know aliens are real. And that they're here.
And they're not going to be ready for it.
No.
Because they've been over here just sleeping while disclosure's happening, while
being
we're
in
out,
denial.
while we've been jumping up and down like, hey, gray aliens are real people.
Hey, they're coming. They just keep putting tinfoil hats on us thinking that we're crazy, but,
Yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, why would you not believe in some of this paranormal stuff when the Bible is littered
with all kinds of
cool stuff?
That's paranormal and not, your normal everyday thing.
Jax is
licking my hand, boy. Stop licking my hand.
That's my golden retriever. We try to leave him out, doesn't work. Leave him in. He eventually gets up, and then he's a sensitive soul.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Okay, aliens. So, Jax was licking my hand. Got me thinking about a lizard. Reptilians.
The old reptile boys. They're back at it, dude. These are the ones... Okay, we think that all the aliens are working together. I think all the aliens collectively hate the reptilians because they're just, like, that bad. I think they got their own thing going on.
They do. They have a very bad agenda. A lot of it has to do with genetics, too.
Well, I did hear one abduction story maybe there was multiple ones, but there was one I specifically heard about. The reptilians were basically like guards.
Really? I hadn't heard that one.
Actually, I heard that. I think it was with Timothy Alberino.
Really?
I think that was his latest. He posted on YouTube. He interviewed some abductees recently, and it's fascinating.
What do you mean by like guardians? Like they're on the ship and they're like...
They're guarding, they're protection for the Greys and the insectolans.
That makes sense, because they're kind of rough.
They are, and I wouldn't want to mess with them.
No. And so, okay, so with reptilians, couple little quick little notes for everyone who may not know. They're 6 to 5 feet tall. They are reptilian in features. Their strength is unknown.
Unknown strength.
Unknown strength. Like I think they either pretend to be weak when they're strong or pretend to be strong when they're weak. I don't know, because there's not a huge presence of them, but...
Yeah, and there's not a lot on them.
No.
There's really not.
They do communicate telepathically, like the tall whites or the Nordics. I think all of them.
I think all of them.
I think all of them do.
Everyone's just telepathically more advanced than we are, but I think we can do it.
Oh, I think we can too. Our penal gland, you know? Our penal gland. My grand penal. It's so grand.
Tell me about the penal gland.
The penal gland. Your third eye, right? Like that is a way that we should be able to communicate to one another telepathically, but it's been broke, and we just don't know how to hone it in.
Yeah, and these hybrids, even the human-like ones, because apparently by the end of the hybridization program, they basically look like us. Not us, look like us.
Right.
But have telepathic ability still.
What if they're reptilians? Because they can shapeshift. According to David Icke. Do you know who David Icke is?
David Icke. I've gotten a little bit into David Icke, but yeah. I know he's like the original kind of...
David Icke was the original guy in the 90s, early 2000s that was like, the government is infiltrated by reptilians and, they shapeshift and they are our politicians, congressmen, senators, presidents, kings, queens. And, dude, I'm telling you, Queen Elizabeth did look like a lizard there.
Yeah.
Near the end of her life, rest her...
R.I.P.
reptilian soul.
Yeah.
But, I definitely think he's on to something. Because, have you ever noticed, people, news anchors,
I'm pretty sure
important people, their eyes kind of shift and turn it. George Bush
I've got my suspicions about
What's your suspicions?
Dr. Stephen Greer.
You think he's an alien?
I've got my suspicions. He seems to know a lot.
He sure does.
He seems to know a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He could be out here just making us, and to be honest, I'll watch all of his documentaries. They're awesome.
He is a tall white.
Yeah, well, most people around me being 5'4", there's a lot of tall whites. So,
yeah, he does seem to know a lot about aliens, and I'm pretty sure he talks about the reptilians too. They're from the Draco constellation, apparently.
Yeah. The dragon.
The dragon, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they kind of look like it. I mean, there's some stuff that, pop culture and folklore that's kind of a thing that's been around, but, I think they might be onto something.
Yeah, I think so. Did you ever see that movie Dragonheart?
Dragonheart.
I'm pretty sure there was a dragon in it named Draco. I could be wrong.
Well,
but
Draco,
I'm pretty sure
Draco Malfoy.
There's Draco Malfoy. I named my cat, one of my cats. Haven't had that cat in a long time, but his name was Draco. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I'm spiraling into digression.
But no, I mean, it's supposedly the reptilians live a really long time too.
Okay.
Their longevity is
like the Nords.
Yeah, they have a very long lifespan, which allows them to accumulate vast knowledge and experience.
I would hope so.
I would hope so. I mean, I've learned a lot in my however many years I've been alive. I'm not going to say because I want people to guess.
How old does he sound, people?
How old do I sound?
And how old do I sound? Old.
Old. You would be so surprised how old I am. But anyway, the reptilians, they do kind of fall in line with the Anunnaki too.
Yeah.
They fall in line with they're like on the old ancient pictures and stuff. There's like some reptilian looking beings in their paintings.
Have you ever heard the thing about reptilians possibly being earthbound?
Like they can't leave?
Maybe they can leave. Maybe they have advanced technology where they leave. Maybe they weren't from here, but maybe they were from here, and they just live underground.
Dude, I can believe that. I can believe that.
Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth. I mean, the UFO ships that are going in the ocean, like the submerged objects.
Yes.
Those could be reptilians in those ships. I mean, the reptiles, they have to be around water, right?
Yeah, at least sometimes. Cold-blooded.
Mm-hmm. Or they're in the desert.
There's a lot in the desert. It makes you wonder why we always pick deserts. I mean, for a military basis, but I mean, I guess it does make sense. So you can test bombs and aircraft, but there could be other reasons.
You're onto something. No
one wants to go there.
No one wants to go there. We did try. We went to Roswell.
We did. We were trying to make the Roswell Museum. Got there with 10 minutes left. When we walked in, they gave us the look.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Why are you here?
He
didn't charge us, though.
No, and we were like, he was like, y'all are going to have to go through it fast. Yeah, go through it fast.
We did,
boys.
man.
We looked at everything. We didn't read anything, though.
We just looked at everything, and it was so cool. Now, those, I think, were the Greys. I think gray men were in that thing, right? Because, I mean, the way they described it, they were little creatures.
Yeah, those are Greys. Those are Greys. I think most of it is Greys. I think Greys are out there doing most of the mischief.
They're not so smart. They crash their planes a lot.
No, they mess up a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, they mess up a lot.
They do.
That's how people remember the abductions.
Yep.
If you believe in these.
Yeah, because they didn't do it right.
In my opinion, of course, I can't say 100%, but I think it's happening.
What's happening?
The gray abductions.
Oh, the gray abductions? Yeah. I sometimes I think maybe it's demonic in a way, like, because it's hard. Because like with Satan, man, like he can pretend to be anything, but like the sleep paralysis stuff, that's scary.
Yeah.
Like the stories of people not being able to move and they just like see these creatures like walking up to them and then they just like take them into a ship.
Yeah, and then the Nords are pretty, but and no wonder, for Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. So we don't know.
See, and that's where me and, I like Timothy Alvarino, but I think that demons or, the fallen angels, the Nephilim, I think they fall into the mix of who these aliens are. And maybe that's what the Great Deception is, the demons are like, well, we can't come out and say we're demons. Like, maybe we just say we're aliens.
So you're thinking what demons are, the disembodied spirits of fallen giants, according to Enoch, the book of Enoch, if you want to go down that rabbit hole later. Mm-hmm. You think they're basically using gray alien things like meat suits.
Could be.
But he also made a good point, because this isn't my point, he made it, that if that's the case, then why are they just, emotionless? Because that doesn't describe demons at all. They lust, they want, they feed.
Well, I think the gray aliens are just some kind of genetic experiment that are just workers. Like, they're just robots. And they just have no emotion. They're just there to do a job. They're like someone who works at the DMV. They're just there to do a job, and maybe they'll get it right. I could
actually see gray aliens working a DMV.
I could too. It's terrifying. They're not very helpful, and you feel like they're reading your mind. But yeah, that's the aliens.
Yeah, that's our first time going through some aliens, and we have a lot more to go through.
Oh yeah, this is tame.
Yeah,
let's get to know us a little bit more.
Yeah.
We'll get a little bit more deeper.
Know ourselves a little bit more over here.
Yeah, get a little fringier.
Yeah.
With some of our thoughts, but yeah,
we're gonna get to it. But whether you believe this is going on or not, extraterrestrials. There's a lot of overlap going on. Mm-hmm. So something's going on. People, wake up
and look at the sky. Like
look up. And wake up.
Look up and wake up. Even if you're driving in your car, I'm telling you, the majority of the UFO things that I've seen, UFOs in the sky, it was when I was driving. Like, in the sky, I see it.
Dude, I've seen some things. I've actually got a few things I've caught, but, even if you show them proof, they don't believe in the proof.
Yeah, they don't believe it.
It doesn't matter.
I think it was a couple months ago. I did record it. I forgot to tell you at the front of our neighborhood. At first I thought it was a drone because it was like this green light that was like hanging out in the sky. As I was pulling out of the neighborhood, and I looked up and I was like, "Oh, that's got to be a drone." And I kind of sat there. No one was coming. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I was going to the gas station, but then that green light, and I recorded on my phone. I'll have to show you. I was like, "It's not going anywhere," so I turned it off, and then like. It just kind of kept sitting there, and I drove under it, and I looked up. It was way bigger than a drone, and it was a lot lower than a drone. Wow. In the dark, how you can kind of see like an outline of something, but you don't know what it is. Yeah. It looked a lot bigger than what that light was. And then I was going to the gas station, and I was watching it in my rearview mirror, and it was still sitting there. And when I got to the gas station up there, I looked, and I didn't see it, and I didn't see it anymore, and I didn't know what that was. And I was like, well, maybe it was a big drone. Maybe it was that, but... Like, I was sitting there with my car off pretty much because as the auto stop, I didn't hear a drone. You can hear them. You know what they sound like. Yeah. I don't know what that was.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm. That was weird.
That's a weird one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could take that gray alien you shot, I could drag it into the street, throw it in front of 15 people, and they might not believe it. So
it's AI.
Wake up, people.
Wake up.
All right.
Don't make us turn Alex Jones on you guys.
I think that does it.
That does it. That does it for
and I know we jumped all over the place, people. We're going to do that, and we're going to work through that.
We are. We're going to work through it. We're going to get to the other side, and we're all going to be better for it.
I hope so.
Oh, I hope so too. If not, you guys are suckers.
Wake up.